Hi. um, so first off, it's been a really long week and a half. Um, Even today was long, but it was my first day off since last week. And I was gonna do a video on Friday, but I just needed that day to rest because I knew that I was gonna be working all weekend and had long days Monday and Tuesday. So yeah, today I got a lot of stuff done, which I'm really excited about. But let me recap for you guys what's been going on with me. So also, sorry if it's a little loud in here. I am running a fan because it's humid. It's disgusting. I am not wearing any makeup at all. And I knew that if I had attempted to wear makeup, it would have just melted down my face. So glasses and no makeup. But anyway, so my sleep hasn't been the greatest because it's been so hot. I have 3 different fans in my room and it's just been, yeah. Anyway, the main thing that kind of clued me in that I wasn't okay is that I wasn't doing my karaoke playlist. I wasn't singing. So my emotions were all over the place. I've had wide swings, like I'd be laughing 1 minute and then ready to just bawl my eyes out the next, and it's been a little crazy. But my day off today, it was a good day. There was a little bit of a thunderstorm. I don't know if it rained, but I heard it. And it's supposed to rain at some point. I hope it does. It was supposed to rain today 3 different times. Got the warnings on my phone, but it never actually rained. So, yeah. And if it did, it was only a little and it wasn't enough to cut the humidity because my hair is just doing absolutely whatever it wants. I am really sensitive to air pressure and I get headaches when the high and low fronts meet like this. So I've been having some pretty bad headaches, which is probably where my my emotion swings are coming from. I know Monday I was absolutely miserable because it was just so, where I work is about half an hour from where I live. So the air pressure was different, and so I got to work and I was tired and I was lethargic and I had a headache all day, and then it rained and I felt so much better. But it was more of like a thunderstorm / summer rain. It wasn't necessarily like it wasn't necessarily a good rainstorm kind of thing. So yeah, today I did a lot of cleaning. I did so much organizing in my closet. One of my hanging racks got bent and broke, so I finally replaced that. I started this morning at 8 o'clock and it was already so hot up in my wardrobe in the attic that I had to come back downstairs, and I waited until 10 p.m. to go back up and finish it, and it was still super disgusting. And I was not super disgusting. I mean, it was hot and humid, but it definitely wasn't as bad as it was this morning, and it wasn't as bad as it has been. But yeah, so I am going away this weekend for the first time since the quarantine happened, and I'm super excited because it is a very special place to me, and I'm going to be filming maybe both Saturday and Sunday. I haven't decided yet, but I'm really excited, really excited to share this space of my life with you guys, because it's one of my favorite places in the world. And the best part is that my dog will be there, so he'll be making an appearance in one of those videos. My cat would make an appearance in the videos that I do here, but yeah, He doesn't sit still very well. So yeah, the ups and downs are especially hard for me on the work days that I have, because I feel very much on stage. And some days are harder than others, but it's our willingness to try to be better that helps us get up in the morning. I wanted to try to have a good day today, and I did. Definitely still more ups and downs emotionally, and that's something that I've been working with, is on those wide swings, taking a couple minutes to myself to kind of recharge and be quiet. Also, sorry, I'm running my dishwasher if you hear it in the background. Anyway, but yeah, all we can do is try and want to be better. Because isn't there that saying, at least I tried, at least we tried. Anyway, so I might take some sewing stuff with me this weekend. I might take some painting stuff with me this weekend. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do, because it is a weekend away. Saturday I'm going to be sleeping a lot, and just enjoying the space, and yeah. So I have a few sewing projects planned out and a few painting projects planned out, so I might get one of those started. I don't know. All the sewing stuff I have to do is like older clothes. Not that I need more clothes, but these are all clothes that I've had for a while that I've only worn a couple times, or they're from my mom in vintage that I just need to fix a couple things on them and they'll be good to go. So yeah, might do that this weekend. Yeah. Monday and Tuesdays were very long days at work, and especially with my emotional swings. I mentioned earlier that I feel very much like I've been on stage a lot lately, and I'm literally and figuratively taking my mask off after work. You know what I mean? Like I take the surgical mask off or my filter mask off, and I'm taking off that fake persona that I've put on all day. And that's kind of contributing to the wide emotional swings as well. And there's a term in sociology called dramaturgy, and that's what this is putting that mask on, and having like a backstage and front stage, and like doing asides. I know there's things that we talk about at work that we would never say in front of the customers, or wish that we could say in front of the customers, and that's kind of like your sociological aside, where like the actor on stage might make an aside, but it's like a stage whisper kind of thing. But that, when I took Intro to Soc and we talked about that concept specifically, of the dramaturgy, it's kind of what made me realize how much sociology and psychology were linked because of the mental health aspect, because of taking that mask off and putting that mask on, and the on stage and things like that. And so that really made sense to me, and I use that a lot. Obviously I've talked about it for a whole minute and a half now. But yeah, the past couple days there's been a lot of, because everybody's been dealing with their own mental health issues, especially with what's going on in the world and in the United States alone. There's been a lot of quotes online that have really spoken to me. And so pay attention to what your friends are saying lately, because there's friends that I have that are making comments that normally don't talk about stuff like this. They don't talk about mental health, or their own mental health. They talk about wanting to help others. They talk about things like that. And especially like when things are starting to open back up again, a lot of people are going to be experiencing anxiety that have never experienced anxiety before. And if somebody comes up to you, or if somebody reaches out to you and wants to talk about their anxiety or wants to talk about what's going on with them because they know that you have anxiety, or they're finally understanding your anxiety or your depression or your whatever, take that as an opportunity to educate them on, and it's not one-upmanship. Don't do that. It's an opportunity for you to educate them on ways that they can get help, on ways that they can be heard, on things that they can do that have helped you. And it's not a competition. It's not a competition of who's more mentally screwed up. It's never a competition of that. And you have to keep that in mind, because I know that I have the confidence to do this channel and talk to everybody about it, but someone else might not. And I might be helping somebody that feels like they can't speak out or feels like they'd be too anxious to have a channel. When you start to compare your mental health to others, not saying like, oh, they're in a good place and I'm in a bad place. Not that. When you start to compare like, oh, well, mine's worse because of X, Y, Z. Oh, well, mine's worse because of A, B, C. Like, it's not a competition. If you need help, ask for it. If you don't want to ask for help, there's ways that you can get help that will keep it confidential, that will keep it private to you, that you can work on it on your own. And I mean, I've said before in my video about my journey with mental health, I worked on a lot of stuff behind the scenes and by myself because I didn't want to be medicated, because I didn't want to talk to a doctor. And I knew that it was a lot of stuff that I needed to fix because I had been the one to change it, because I had been the one to say, I'm not listening to this entire genre of music anymore. And I decided to give that up. So now I'm sort of kind of paying the penance, literally, from my wallet, and fully diving in and accepting that this genre of music is a bigger part of my life than I ever thought it would be. And yeah. So, you know, like when you have that moment where, sorry, I'm going off book, so I'm kind of on a tangent, kind of ranting. Bear with me. When you have that moment where you realize that you are the sole perpetrator of how you're currently feeling, it's really sad, but at the same time, it's uplifting, because there's a barrier that's broken down inside where you're like, nope, you know what, this is who I am, and I'm going to accept her or him or them however I can, because it is entirely 100% me. And you are an amazing person. And if you need to put post-it notes on your mirror to remind you of that, if you need to put post-it notes on your mirror or your lampshade on your nightstand or in your car, do it. Because you're worth it, you're loved, you're important, and you matter. And yeah. I went totally off book there for the past 5 minutes. Sorry about that. But that's, yeah, sometimes I just need to say stuff that's not written down in a notebook. So thanks for tuning in. I'm so excited to share this space this weekend with you guys. So excited. And my dog. He's great. He's awesome. So stay tuned. Have a great Thursday and Friday. Happy Wednesday. And I'll see you guys on Saturday. Bye.